gone live, so
What?
I've gone live. Yeah. Hello and welcome. Is anybody going to speak to me? It's playtime. My favourite time, playtime. I haven't been doing any resin videos for over a week, nearly 2 weeks, because I ran out. And then I ordered some. And because the driver of the delivery van didn't hang about and give us a chance to answer the door, he took the darn stuff back and sent it back to the company that I bought it from. So I ended up with a refund, and I didn't want that to happen, but still I did. So I ended up with a refund and no resin. So consequently, I ordered a smaller lot from eBay, because it comes quicker as a rule, and then reordered from the company I normally order from, which made a bit of a difference. So now I've got one small lot and one large lot, but it's a small lot I'm using at the minute. Can't make me mind it's not a bubble. Make me mind whether that were a bubble or a piece of the gold. I've not done these before. It's a new mould. I've had it a while, but like I say, I've not used it until now. Well, until the other day actually, when I moulded these 4 letters. I just was using some. I was using some of the resin up, and so I thought I'll do it in my letter mould and see how they work, how they turn out. Well, I wasn't 100% impressed, I have to say. Having said that, they don't look bad now, but I wasn't overly fond, to be fair. But we'll see. Because you see, normally when you're casting something like anything really, the bottom is usually the top, if you know what I mean. And because you turn it over and then your nice flat bottom becomes the top. And I've done that again, and I didn't want to do that again. Right. I'm having a bit of a shaky day by the looks of things. Things to come. What was I saying? I can't remember you saying it. I go crazy. I lose my track. I just wanted to try these out anyway. That's top and bottom. And oh, that's right. I was saying about the bottom becomes the top, which it does. But these particular moulds, this particular big mould I bought, doesn't. They are actually moulded the right way up. So you only certain letters like O and A, that kind of thing, can be turned over and used the other way. So yeah, so I'm a little bit miffed about that, but anyway, it is what it is. I'm just going to move these away out of the way now, so I don't go flying and knock them, because I will. That's okay. Right, I have a new mould that I have tried, and I am absolutely over the moon with it, because it's this. It's a little unicorn. And can you see I've made the horn sparkle? Isn't that gorgeous? So now we have a unicorn handbag charm. And I've done his eyes with his eyes closed. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And his mouth and his nose. But that's all I've done with the actual unicorn. You know, I'm going to leave as is because you just can't. Some of these don't need improvement. They just look lovely anyway. So, right, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do another unicorn. I'm going to use white. Yeah, right. So I'm going to put some. I'm going to put some of the resin in there and hope I've put enough in. And white. I've got my white here. Here's the mould. Sorry, it was out of view. I know it was. But I'll bring it in for you to see. Not on the inside. It is. That's it. It's gone. We don't want no little black bits in it. So we're going to put some of this pearlescent white liquid acrylic in it. Like so. I want it to be a nice-ish, brightish white. And we're also going to put some of this lovely white sparkly glitter. And I want to put a good bit in that too. And then give it a mix up. So we've got a nice colour going on. And a lot of nice sparkle. Now the thing with this resin is this particular brand that I'm using, which is called, let me see, it is from, where is it? Where's it from? Procast Art it is. And it's from Epideco. And that's the one. Procast Art. It's sort of mediocre price-wise, so that's a good thing. And it's, I'm going to say its working time is not that long. Because, I say that because the last lot I used of it seemed to go very thick, very fast. So you've got to be prepared to rush. We don't always want to rush. Okay, so I'm going to pour this in here now. You can't really see the glitter, but I think the glitter will show up more once it's set. Right, so for starters, I'm going to pour a little bit there, and then I'm going to make sure that goes into the actual horn, and then put a bit more in to there, because I want to make sure that goes into the tail bit. Go back there, and then I'm going to hold it there whilst I fill it, just to make sure that I don't do too much. What an umpty. I'm an umpty. That's because I was watching one bit, not watching other. Right, so I've got I think I've got all the air out. Yeah, what a mess. Never mind. Okay, I'll get some of it back anyway. I don't want that black bit in it, man, but we'll get it back. This is one of the reasons you want mats down, especially if you're clumsy like me. I'm ridiculously clumsy, I'll be honest. I really, really am. I'm going to pop this over there as well so I don't bash it, because that's another one of my favourite tricks, is bashing it, knocking it over. So just bear with a second while I move that. got an air bubble in it. Oh, it had look. Can you see the air bubble popping up? I've got rid of it anyway. Right. That's it. I can see my hands are shaking, so that's one of the reasons that all went pear-shaped. So I'm going to put a lot more glitter in it now, so that there's quite a lot in there. Oh, nice. A nice lot. And I'm going to put, bear with me a second, let me get some, where's my baby wipes? Where have I put them? It should be in somewhere. Here they are. I've got my baby wipes. Let me clean a bit of my mess up. Talk about messy Tessie. I am definitely messy Tessie. If anybody watches my videos regular, you will get to see that I am extremely messy. Good morning, Rachel. Welcome. Thanks for joining me on a messy Saturday afternoon. Hi, Celtic Seahorse Crafts. Welcome. Right, see. Now, where's my thing with that one? These are little fairies. This is a fairies mould. There's more than I need in here as well for this, but I want to do the fairies first because I've discovered this size fairy mould. I thought it was a bit big when I got it because it didn't. I was expecting it being quite a bit smaller, but it does actually make a lovely size for a mould on the handbag charms. Not a mould, what am I talking? A charm on the handbag charms. So yes, I'm well pleased with it. Actually, it worked out well. But it was more by good luck than good judgment, I have to say. I'm just not that, you know, when you get to my age, the mind goes a little bit haywire and, you just have to put up with it. But I'm trying to do this in such a manner I don't chuck it everywhere again. Because I've seen my hands are shaking a bit this morning, so, or I should say this afternoon. Mind you, I've been trying to help his lordship. He's doing me some decking. I'm having some decking done. I didn't think he was going to do it that quick, but in fact, the first time I ever asked him to have decking out on the garden, he said, "What are you looking for?" A bit of a tangent going on. And then I ordered some new garden furniture. And when it came, he says, that really could do with being up on some kind of a platform or staging. So I said, we could always put a bit of decking up, I suppose. And hey presto, he's doing exactly that. So who am I to argue with the man? Right, I've still got quite a bit in there. It didn't take as much as I thought it was going to do. But what I will do is I'll do a couple of little bottles for my cover minders, needle minders and charms. And I do like to get a good bit in, if I can, get a little bit of a dome on it before I actually put it just to one side, because resin does seem to shrink back. So you've got like a little bit of a lip all the way around, and then you need to dome it. So if you can do that without having that issue, then it just saves time and effort, me being lazy and all that. So how is everybody loving this weather? Not. No, I'm not. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love nice sunny days, but the heat is not good for me. Not good with my COPD at all, and I do get quite poorly sometimes, which makes, doing anything a chore, no matter what it is. Right. But I do like doing my resin. It's fun. I've just got myself a a bling teddy. Have you seen them? Hiya, Kel. How you doing, chick? I've got myself a bling teddy. And I sat and did, I would say, a couple of hours of it. It's a bit cloudy here today, Rachel. I think we are supposedly accepting some rainy weather, but we did get a thunderstorm last night. Although it wasn't what I call a bad one. You know, it was enough to wet everything through. And I tell you what, Harry has just been doing the new garage roof because it was a leaky old thing. And he's also just been doing the outer porch at the back because that roof had all gone thingy as well, pear-shaped. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pour this back in here, actually. This white, because I want to do this telephone stand, you know, the mobile stand. So I'll just put that back in there. It won't get wasted at all. So all I need to do now is just add a little bit more of that. It won't do it all. I can only get part of it done with this, but I'm going to do another mix as well. So, oops. So that some of that. Whoops. A little bit more of that. Yeah, I think this is lovely. This I saw it. I've got another one of these, but it's not like this. It's they slot into each other through the. I don't know how you put it, but anyway, it's rubbish. I don't like it anyway. It's around somewhere. I think I've probably hidden it in a corner somewhere. So I'm going to do this side first because I think there might be enough to get this side done. There is, look at that, perfect. Oh, that's just right. How about that, folks? Whoop, tell ya. Oh, it's going to be one of them days today. Whatever. I can take it. Take whatever it throws at me. I do like to slop around. Have you noticed? I do. I slop around a lot. But it takes me back to my childhood, you know. When I was a little girl, I used to make mud pies. Did anybody else? Right. So that has just really nicely filled that side. So we're well happy with that. I don't waste anything. I scrape and scrape and scrape till I've got it all and outside. I don't like waste. Resin is too expensive to waste. Except when you're chucking it all over your table. Which is what I do a lot, as I said. Right, here we. There we go. So that's that little bit done. Right. So, need to clean this out, and I'm going to be using hand sanitizer to clean my jug out, because I've found there's enough alcohol in it to do the job properly. And it's cheaper than buying very expensive rubbing alcohol. So I use wet ones, baby wipes, swish it around there, in there, get it all up with one of the baby wipes, get the thickness out of it. Like, oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just sort of wiping it around. You just have to bear with a second. And then I'll bring me camera up while I'm mixing and that, so you can see me ugly mush. There we go. And then I just use some kitchen paper to dry it out. So there's no more moisture that's not wanted there. And what I should have done really was get some of that up. Put some of that on there. Look. See how it helps pick that excess resin up off there. But they're on silicone mats anyway, so you know it does peel off them, but you don't want to keep putting stuff down on them. So I'm going to move that out the way a minute while I turn that round like that. So for my next trick, we're going to measure some more resin. So set my scales to naught. I'm measuring in grams, and for 100 grams I need 71 of this one, which is the resiner. As you're getting close to 71, one. There we go, 71. And 29 of the hardener. But all you need to do when you've got your 71 in there is take it up to 100. But you do have to be a little bit careful, because you don't want to be going past the 100 if you're mixing it all in one jug. Or measuring it, sorry, all in one jug, I should have said. So we're on 98. 90, oh no, there we go, 100. Well done. How about that then? Okay. So I'll get a clean stick. Now, mixing is very important. And what I do like about this resin as well, by the way, is the fact that it's very good getting rid of the bubbles on its own. So it doesn't matter how fast or whatever you stir it, although I don't advise you would, you know, mix it like as if you were trying to whip cream up. It don't work like that. You have to make sure that you scrape your sides and scrape the bottom, and make sure that you get all that resin and hardener mixed together properly. So, all right, Rachel, have a nice weekend. Yeah, you'll see me on mud probably tomorrow. Yeah, so it's nice to be able to just mix it steady, and you don't get so many bubbles in it. But I mean, I have certain trousers and tops, because I'm so messy. I have certain trousers and tops that I wear while I'm doing this. Don't wear good clothes. Don't ever wear good clothes. You definitely need gloves. I don't particularly wear a mask for two reasons. One, it's you can't talk while you've got a mask on. You can't be understood. And even though I do suffer from COPD, this is no odour. There's absolutely no odour with this particular resin. And make sure I always buy non-odour resin. But also, when I've got a mask on, I find a struggle breathing. I actually wear a mask when I go out shopping with Harry. I don't go out very often, but I do go out with him sometimes, and I do insist on wearing a mask. And I went shopping. My daughter comes and picks me up and does a weekly shop on a Tuesday, as a rule. And when she's talking to me, I can't understand what she's saying, and she can't understand me. But also, I can't breathe very well. I have to sort of keep pulling it just away a little bit from my nose. just to get a good breath in. So yeah, you've got to be a little bit, yeah, really. So this one we're going to be doing, this is another new mould that I've got. It's a whale. And what I've done with this, I don't know how it'll work out, but what I have done is I've put some white mica powder on 2 sides. Little bit like the ochre whale. Hiya, Mia. Oh, is she gone? Do you know, I've been watching to see if she'd gone live and she hadn't. And I've waited and waited. Well, I'll make this my last, this is my last bit anyway, so I can go and join her. But I know she said she was, and from like 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, I've been keeping an eye on, and she's not, and I thought, well, I'll go live then if there's another one. Oh, that's a bit of a pain in the bum, isn't it, that really? Right, so I'm going to put some of this now in here. I don't want to put as much in if I don't need it. I've got other bits and bobs in my way. And although I do have black sparkle glitter, I don't want to put black in because I don't want it to be too much. So I'm just going to put a little bit in that. Where's me? Oh, there. I'm just going to say, where's my other stick on? Right, that's mixing, but I don't think there's going to be enough there somehow. I really don't, you know. At the same time, I don't want to do too much. We'll see. I still don't think it's going to be enough. I'd sooner have too much than not enough. But if I pour clear into it, it's going to look silly. So, right. Here we go then. That black up there. Here we go then. Here's the whale. So what I'm going to do first of all is tip it back and make sure that the tail is full. Can you see that? Because if I leave air in the tail, it will become a big bubble. Oh dear, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I might get away with this. Oh, not too. Maybe not quite. I'll keep scraping till I've got every little bit out, and then just then maybe. Well, it's not going to fill it right to the very, very top, but it's not too bad at that, so I can leave that at that. And then I don't know whether this is going to do the other side of this, but we're going to do our best to put plenty of the white in. And maybe I might have to just put 2 lots of, I might have to do another mix another time. It won't be today. Not now that I know Mandy's on. I didn't think you were coming on because I've been keeping an eye. And I probably should have waited a little bit longer, but I thought Mandy normally started about 1 o'clock. So I don't know. Never mind. I'll catch her. I'll apologise to her. So here we go with this one, this side of it now. And I'm just going to pour this on. There won't be enough, I don't think, for all of it, but you know, I can always put another layer on. I can't at a later time. As long as I leave it in the mould, untouched, as it were, and not demold it, I might be able to just get a nice layer on top of just white. It's actually not bad, that. It's not bad at all. So, like I say, a very thin layer of on the top of that would finish it off nicely. Just a little bit too less, not quite enough. Right, so there we have it. Right, I'm just going to get my heat tool and get rid of some of the bubbles. And if that doesn't get rid of them all, you can always use a long torch, but please be careful not to use a culinary torch because it's too fierce and it will ruin your mold. So you do need to is that clear white? I've just spotted I've got a bubble or two at the bottom here. Right. I think I've got them. So there we have it, folks. All done. And tomorrow I will unveil what we have. I might leave this one in its, although I don't know. It might just do, but anyway, we'll see. So I'm going to leave it there, peeps. Let's pop on to Mandy's now and go and have a look. Crafting with Goethe does a fantastic live. So we'll all go over there now and see what Mandy's up to. Thanks for joining me. Take care, everybody, and I'll speak to you all again very soon. Bye for now. Bye, folks.